You're watching Personal Finance with Coach Kelvin. Let's get into the video. Hey guys, Coach Kelvin here. So basically today, I want to take you through what to do once you've actually bought your first parcel of shares. So you need to find out what the registrar is that holds those shares and is linked to your holding identification number or your HIN. And then we also need to figure out how to lodge our tax file number and set up dividend reinvestment plans if that's the route you wish to go. So congratulations on buying your first shares, but now we need to get all of these sort of back end things done in order for that wealth to keep growing over time. If we don't go ahead and lodge our tax file number here in Australia, then we pay a tax file number withholding tax of around about 40%. So it's very important you get onto this straight away so that if you get your first dividends paid to you, one, you can nominate the bank account you want them to go into. Two, you don't have to pay the tax file number withholding tax rate, which is greater than your income tax. And three, you can reinvest those dividends if you wish to go down that route. I personally love the dividend reinvestment plan as it saves on brokerage when you want that money to reinvest into itself and that shareholding grow over time. But of course, if you have a nice dividend yield play and you want to then take those funds and invest elsewhere, we can just simply nominate that bank account. We can then from there take all of that money that we earn through dividends paid into our brokerage account, which we can then reinvest into other opportunities as we see fit. So guys, let's get straight into it. Alright guys, so I'm going to look up for the Vanguard shares registrar here in Australia, and this is going to come up with exactly who it is, okay? So this is the Vanguard website, we're not looking for this. It's who is the Vanguard share registry. So we click here, and we've got Computershare. So what you're going to have to do is log into Computershare, create an account, and use your holding identification number in order to get started. Alright guys, so once you have actually logged into Computershare, registered your account, and you've figured out exactly how to get started, basically this is the page you're presented with. This is the Computershare registry, and this is what holds all of the Vanguard details under your holding identification number, okay? Alright, so if you come over to portfolio, okay, we've got all of the details that we need for this. So you can sell your securities, look at activity, download payment, etc. So if we go update our bank account, this is where we can actually move in order to figure out where we want our dividends paid into. So you just select a payment method, and that will be direct credit to AU bank account, unless of course you live in the United Kingdom or New Zealand. Once you've done that, you'll then click next, and you'll figure out exactly where you want that money to go. So next, bam. You can select all or just a single holding. For example, if you had some New Zealand based shares, you could have your shares pay their dividends into a New Zealand nominated bank account, but then keep your Australian ones paying into an Australian bank account. So you'll select all for here, scroll all the way down, next, and then it's basically going to show add a new payment instruction, and then you can enter that from here. So that is how you change your bank account when you're doing this, okay? So now let's figure out how to do our reinvestment plan. So click on my profile over here, okay? We then want to come over to here and go to reinvestment plans. This is going to allow you from here to select the holdings that you own. And if I click on, for example, Australian Shares Index ETF VAS, this allows me to select my dividend reinvestment plan, and I've already got full participation on, but I could amend this and then change it to partial or zero participation, which as a result is going to have all of the money that I would actually be earning paid into the bank account if I change that, okay? So that is exactly how we set up our dividend reinvestment plan within Computershare. And now this is an important step to take because we want to make sure that if we want dividend reinvestment plans, we're getting them paid. We want to make sure that our funds are getting basically put back into work, or we want to make sure that they're going into our bank account of our brokerage account so that we can then utilize that money again. You can also set it up so that your shares pay the dividends into your mortgage if you want to pay that down quicker. So you can actually use that as the bank account in which those funds are diverted, which is a clever way to pay down your mortgage quicker. But let's not worry about that today. So we need to go to tax details, I believe. Okay, here we go. Update your tax file number /ABN. So if you're option 1, an individual, you'll click here. You'll go to holder type and you'll go individual, and then you'll enter your tax file number here. And then that's going to make sure you're not paying too much in your tax, okay? So this is going to give you all of the details that you need in order to actually get your tax credit at your nominal tax rate and not at the 40% tax file number withholding rate, okay? And then you'll go next once that's entered, and you can apply for all, okay? So guys, that is basically how we set up our bank account, tax file number, and dividend reinvestment plans within Computershare, ready to have dividends paid to us at our regular rate. If you don't set up your tax file number, you'll pay a nominal tax rate of 40%, which is your tax file number withholding rate. It's very important you do not get negligible returns by paying 40% of all your earnings to tax. So set this up as soon as your registrar is holding those shares that you've just purchased. Once you're done, you never have to worry about it again because it is automatically updated for any new purchases of that same share that you own. So if I select on VAS, full participation, I'm going to receive 100% of my dividends on future share purchases as DRP also. So it's very important you get this done. Alright guys, so that is Computershare. Alright, so I hope that now you guys have seen exactly how to set up your tax file number, dividend reinvestment plans, and find exactly what the registrar is in which you wish to use for your share brokerage, for your share holdings. Now you guys know how to set it up, you can basically feel comfortable knowing that you're not paying that exorbitant tax rate on your earnings through dividends. You can choose the bank account you wish your funds to go to. And 3, you also know that you can set up your dividend reinvestment plans where it is suitable for you. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you got any value from this video, please like, share and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.